Hey Orange Belts, we're going to be working on some of our hand techniques. First things we're going to be doing is the outer form block. It's actually the very first move of your brand new form, Do San. For the outer form block, it's the same thing we learned at Yellow Belt, exact same outer form block. Big hug, big swing out in front, making sure the hand, the fist, the palm, all that stuff is facing away from your body. If it's facing in, this is an inner form block, and we want to make sure we're doing the outer form block. So it's a big hug and a twist, and then same thing on the other side, big hug and a twist, making sure the palm is away from you so it looks like an awesome outer form block. Next up, we're going to be doing the twin outer form block. It's basically doing an outer form block on one hand and the other hand, which is why it's called a twin, because just like twins, they look the exact same. For the twin outer form block, the chamber is going to be a little bit different. Your hands are going to start by your belt, you're going to make an X in front of your body, and then both hands swing out. Especially if you're a senior orange belt, this one gets a little bit tricky because we like to nitpick the chamber just a little bit. If my left foot's in the front, when I'm doing my X, my left hand is on the outside, and then I switch. If I switch feet, so I'm doing a right foot and right hand twin outer form block, then my right hand is on the outside of my X. It's a very minor detail, but technically, this is a twin outer form block, and this is a reverse twin outer form block. It's a very minor detail. We're probably not going to be too worried about it, but if you want to make yourself 100% awesome, make sure you practice that chamber, making sure you know which hand should go on the outside. The next hand technique we're going to be working on is our back fist. For the back fist, whichever hand is doing the motion is going to start on the top, other hand goes on the bottom, and then you're swinging the back of your fist, this part right here, towards the target. This is a strike. It's meant for attacking stuff. So when you're swinging it, make sure you're not thinking of a blocking motion. You're physically swinging forwards. Make sure it stops in front of your body. If the bad guy's here, and I'm swinging my back fist, and I swing my back fist way over here, and the bad guy's here, this doesn't really make sense. So make sure you're stopping your hand directly in front of you. Basically from where your shoulder is, it should be a straight line to your back fist. Elbow is slightly bent, big chamber, big swing. Same thing on the other side, elbow slightly bent, big chamber, and big swing straight out in front. Last but not least, we have our spear hand. The spear hand is a little bit tricky. Hopefully we'll all nail it. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to do a very aggressive poke with one hand, and your other hand is palm down to support your elbow. Because if you think about it, if you're swinging your arm straight out at something, your elbow is very exposed. If your arm suddenly bends the wrong direction, you're probably not going to have a good day. So that's why we have our other hand to block and support it. So whichever foot's out in front, for me it's going to be my right. That right hand is going to reach back and poke. It's not a chop. It is a straight line, while the other hand is palm down directly underneath. So if your hands start back, you pull and you poke. And then if you were to switch hands to try it on the left side, same thing. The left hand would do the poke, and the right hand is on the bottom. So once more, you reach and you poke. Make sure this palm is down. You're poking straight out. No karate chops here.